Greetings, everybody. My name is Scott Stevenson. I'm with Extreme Fliers. We're the manufacturer of microdrone 3.0. We came here to show, as TechCrunch is very keen about the latest technology. We came here to show a couple of different things, primarily our primary new creations, new innovations. One is
I'm John Biggs. I just kind of I'm apparently you're a straight man.
Well,
Penn and Teller.
You'll have to forgive us. The reason why we're a little bit kind of off kilter is that I arrived literally a minute ago. So,
all right. So
we'll start again.
Calm down. Everything's going to be fine.
Okay.
Scott, you have brought these amazing little things. I've seen these guys for a few years now, and every time you come back, you have something brand new. So, if we could do real quick the overhead to show. You got it?
Yep.
If we could do real quick the overhead to show what we have. So we have two units. We have this little guy, which is your original unit, yeah?
This is actually essentially the original unit, but now we have the world's smallest gimbal that we've developed, which is attached down below. Normally we have a Wi-Fi camera module that doesn't have any kind of a gimbal.
Goes like that, right?
So now if we move it, the gimbal is always going to keep the camera pointing straight, which is really great when you're doing a high-speed run. You want to have that camera pointing straight to get the full.
So what's special about this gimbal? It is the smallest.
It's the world's smallest. There's two different things that are special about it. One is that it's as small as it is. That's the number one innovation. Number two is that it's using a hybrid system for stabilization. The one is obviously a single axis for the vertical stabilization.
Do a little dance there.
Single axis for the vertical
down.
stabilization.
There we go.
Okay.
There we go. That's it.
Alrighty. Single axis for the vertical stabilization, and our system now will record the video and also the data from the sensors. So once that data and the video is transferred over to the phone, we can do post-processing, and we can actually stabilize it laterally as well. So you get two axes of stabilization.
So the axis, up and down axis is stabilized, but if you go sideways, you also stabilize for that as well.
Right, with a digital system.
So it's not. It's a two-dimensional gimbal.
It is. Yeah.
Okay.
2 degree.
All right. Cool. 2 degree.
2 degree gimbal.
And you can see that right on the phone too.
Yeah,
so
you can actually see how it works. Now, granted, it's not working as well as it might be working ordinarily, just because there's so much interference here. But you can kind of get an idea how it keeps itself pointing straight, even though I'm altering the angle of where it's pointing to.
Very cool. Yeah. All right, so before we fly it a little bit, why don't you tell us about this drone kit here?
Sure. So this is folks. Obviously, folks that are aware of drones know that there's a real massively burgeoning sport called drone racing now, and it's using a system called FPV, first-person view. We saw that folks were keen to be able to do that on a small level, so we developed a kit. Our microdrones are fully modular, so with the kit you're able to integrate all our flight card as well as our motors with our new carbon fiber frame, and then also rather than having for racing you need to have zero latency or very low latency. So we're coming out with a analog transmitter.
So this is the kit, so you get this.
Exactly.
So this is very similar to the plastic airplanes I used to build and ruin as a child, but it's literally not like that at all, right?
Well, it's actually quite durable. Carbon fiber, that's a big part of the reason why carbon fiber has been chosen, is because it's very light and it's very robust.
So
when you're doing racing, you're going to be crashing a lot.
How old do children have to be to build this?
Well,
or is it not for children?
Generally speaking, it's 14 and up. It's essentially the age that we recommend. Obviously, if you have a particularly clever child, then somebody younger, then that could work as well.
I have a mental age of 13 to 12, depending on how much I've had to drink. Could I do this?
You absolutely could do it.
Excellent.
Everything that you need is included, as well as right down to the screwdriver to screw it together.
All right, so let's do something really dangerous, because these guys, I've flown these multiple times. And every time they take off, they go that way, and then they hit a light, and then they brake. But you are the expert at this, so you're going to do something amazing, right?
We'll go ahead and record it, and then I'm going to go ahead and make it fly. I'm going to be in what's called insane mode. The reason I'm in insane mode is so that you can see how well that gimbal, granted it's really small, but I'm going to take it over to the side here, and now I'm going to fly it towards this direction, and you can see the gimbal keeping itself flat and level. Just like that. So it's automatically doing that. You don't have to worry about that anymore. Another feature, and this is something that folks have been very keen on, is they want to know, can I actually change where the gimbal is pointing when I'm up in the air? You can go into the changing mode, and now you can actually adjust the gimbal where it's pointing using the right-hand control. It suddenly allows you to actually direct the camera to the subject that you want to capture. And I go back in like that.
And how hard is this to fly? You guys have done some improvements over the years.
Yes, well, one of the things that makes it key in terms of like making a straightforward flying platform is that you have a automatically stabilized flying motors. The motors are stabilized. What we're doing is we're using a sensor. It's a 6-axis gyroscopic and accelerometer sensor. It's automatically adjusting about 400 times a second the power on the motors in order to do its best to keep it level.
So should people start with this kind of drone? Should they start with something bigger? What's aside from this? What's your other favorite drone?
Well,
I don't want to make you like advertise the other dude, but
no,
just
I understand. No, I understand. I would say probably the Phantom DJI. DJI has been an extremely awesome innovator and product developer, and their Phantom products are the best, essentially, especially in terms of durability and in terms of functionalities. What's interesting about ours is pilots actually buy our drone. One of the number one reasons they buy it is they want to be able to train themselves. They want to be able to have a little system that they can fly just about anywhere. They don't have to worry about it. Obviously, with the Phantom's a bit bigger. You're limited as far as where you're going to be able to fly it without making people nervous. Whereas with ours, it's not an issue. And if you own a Phantom, you can get our microdrone 3.0 and you can practice.
Does this guy do tricks?
It does. This one is a prototype, so.
How do you level the camera when you're like flipping in the air?
Right, exactly. Well, the micro gimbal that we come out.
Okay.
While it's possible to do the tricks and the flips, it's not really destined for that. It's possible you can switch into it. So while it is possible, that's not the intended that functionality is not really intended to be used when the gimbal is attached.
All right, let's take it up a little bit more, and
sure,
maybe we can get overhead of the actual video feed on your phone.
Okay, let me get a 1 second. Let me.
Did he die?
I might have to press put a fresh battery. Oh, there it goes. Okay, sorry. So I powered up. So now, tell you what, we're going to be a little bit crazy.
We're gonna do some
just because we know how much we had a really massive range.
Oh,
About a little bit too close there, but it's okay. I've got thousands of hours of flying experience. So the reason why with that long range, about 400 feet, you're able to get yourself up really high, get a really nice overview of the material that you're wanting to capture. Like if you want to, like you're at a site,
sure,
and you want to get like an overview of the site, like make a quick map, you can send this up and record the video, or take a picture using our system.
And you can control the angle, so you could actually aim down too.
Yep, exactly. So now watch, I'll switch into the angle. Now you can see here, I'll turn it sideways so we can see it a little better. You can see how I'm turning, how I'm adjusting, where it's pointing, like that.
And how much is this whole kit going to be?
So our original microdrone 3.0 without the gimbal is $200, $199. With this new one, despite this amazing innovation, we've been able to manage to have the price go up only by $20. So the final price will be $220 when it comes out. Normally it's going to be probably in 2 or 3 months is when it'll be out on the market in time for the holiday season this year.
All right, beautiful. Any other magical things you got on this thing?
The other magical things? No. What I was explaining to John earlier is I recorded some video earlier where I did a high-speed run, and I have that saved onto my phone. So if you're kind of curious to see what that looks like as far as going full out speed, I'll be available for about 4 or 5 minutes over here on the side. I invite you to come over and
all right, beautiful. What's the website?
Oh, sorry. Microdrone.co.uk is the website. Microdrone.co, all one word. .co.uk.
Perfect. So for our live viewers on our live stream, thank you for watching. For you guys, if you want to see this thing up close and personal, it's really, really cool. It's one of my favorite drones. Except I always break them, like quite literally.
Well, with the modules, it's so easy to
I'll break it anyway. It doesn't matter. I'll just, I'm hopeless at this. All right. Thank you very much, Scott.
Thank you. My pleasure.
All right, thanks, man.
We're quite happy to come and participate in the TechCrunch event. It's great.
Perfect.
So, thank you very much, Don.